Hey, how you doing? And welcome back to this week's video. It's entitled, Still Waiting for Someone to Say If It's Okay to Live. Right? That sounds pretty interesting.
Mhm.
Good. So hello and welcome back. I'm Dr. Dave, Paragon Chiropractic. This is Anderson.
Hi there.
And we're going to go through this. Here's the thing about this. I generally read them. And as I'm reading this, I realize that this one, believe it or not, is poorly written and goes all over the place. So if it sounds like I'm repeating myself a lot, I probably am. But I wrote this one poorly. However, we'll get through this.
I'll do my best to distill over here.
Yeah. So I hope you've been enjoying these videos and blogs, especially the last ones about the waist circumference, the waist to hip ratio, and the metabolic syndrome. And the importance of the metabolic syndrome is that essentially is the thing. If you have 3 of those 5 things going on, your ability to heal and recover, and you are on the route to probably those things that are going to wipe you off the face of the earth. Good. Wow. Hooray. The other thing about it is it also tells us how well you're going to heal and recover. You got to keep in mind with the chiropractic, what we do, a person comes in, elbow, knee, they've got this, they've got headaches and all the rest of the stuff. If they have metabolic syndrome, they're highly, highly inflamed, right? If they have a chronic elbow or a chronic knee, they're highly inflamed. And the research is actually showing that chronic elbow, that chronic knee, is actually a sign that the person might have an inflammatory and an immune response going on that is actually destroying their heart and other tissues. Wow. So we'd really want to make sure that if we're going to fix your knee, we're going to fix your knee, and this isn't something else. You would think that this would be something that surgeons and medical people would be interested in when you go in for treatment and care, that if you have metabolic syndrome and the various other things along those lines, that your ability to heal and recover from that surgery is probably not going to be real good.
Pretty diminished. At least they do tell smokers to stop smoking for at least a month before, but that's kind of that's the least they could do, you know?
Yeah, because surprise, surprise, smokers don't heal well. So we're going to do a surgery that you need to heal from, and you're not going to heal?
Useless.
Well, what's the point, you know? So, good. Now, to get back to this particular video, and just to let you know, since we last did the video, I think I've lost another 5 or 6 pounds and perhaps even another inch off of my waist. However, this one was due to a dinner I had at a local Chinese restaurant. And you can imagine. So if you're interested in the Chinese restaurant diet and you need to lose 5 or 6 pounds real quick and you don't mind feeling horrible, I can tell you what I had and where to go.
Nice meal plan there.
Yeah. Yeah, seriously. I think I'm 180, 179 pounds now. I was 185. Ugh. But at any rate, as Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, and we mentioned this in the previous blog, we are always getting ready to live, but never living. Think about that. People are always training, working, they're trying this diet, they're reading this book, they're doing all this stuff, fixing to get ready to one day live and do something with their life, and they never ever do. They spend their whole lives preparing and getting ready for it.
We have a lot of patients who get ready for these big hikes that they're going to do, and they do so many different hikes and this and that, that they tear themselves down before they're ready for the hike. So it's just, sometimes it can be a little counterintuitive, more than useless.
Yeah, it's very true. We were at a seminar one time, and the instructor was telling us he's good friends with the coaches, the head coaches of the U.S. Olympic marathon team. And he said, you know how many miles those guys run a week? And everybody's like, oh my God. And he said, 3. Just 3 miles a week. They're getting things. They do other things for cardio. Why? Because running is brutal. How do you destroy yourself to be able to do something that's going to destroy you? If you ever get a chance, read the story of Marathon. That guy ran, what is it, 26.3 miles, handed the general the fact that the war was over someplace, and then dropped dead.
And then I thought, that's a good idea. Let's do that often.
I got an idea. Let's do these races. And anyhow, you can't destroy yourself and expect to get any place. Yeah. So, all right. So here it is. We're always getting ready to become healthy and well, but never being healthy and well. We talked about that. Preparing one day to live and working as if some governing agency will issue a license or permission to live and enjoy being alive. Good. Do you know of such an agency?
Not really. No.
So,
Besides yourself, besides maybe us.
right.
No.
Someone, anyone who's going to give you permission to be healthy and enjoy being alive? I don't. I don't. So it's best to live and work at living instead of working and preparing to live one day. In the town where I grew up, there was an old travel agency, and it had a sign on the side of the building that some people thought was kind of morbid, and other people, like myself, thought, well, it's probably. But it said, see the world before you leave it. Big letters. See the world before you leave it. Yeah. Not always getting ready to go on vacation. Go on vacation. Go see. Get there. Do it. Don't prepare to do it. See the world before you leave it. Think about that, and why not? What are you waiting for? Permission that it's going to be okay?
It's not coming.
Right. I'd read in a book one time that the best thing is never ask permission, because the answer is always going to be no. You just need to be really good at saying you're sorry and apologizing. Yeah, interesting thing. So don't hold your breath, although I'm sure there's some guru that has a whole podcast on the importance of not breathing, that breathing actually does stuff, and how dangerous air and breath is for you and breathing.
It oxidizes you. It burns you alive.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, and you've only got so many breaths, so the fewer of them that you take, the more you'll have, and you might make it to 1,500 years old at any rate. Yeah, 1,500 degrees too.
That too.
So come on, when are you going to start being healthy and well? It's not difficult. Just go to the Chinese restaurant. Preparing and trying to become healthy and well, now that's nearly impossible, because you're always preparing for some place that you're never ever arriving. You know, always getting ready, but never ever getting there. That's difficult. That's almost impossible. But to be healthy and well, just be healthy and well. Do the things that are healthy, or that promote health and wellness, and guess what you'll have?
Health and wellness.
Health and wellness. How about that? Yeah. Health and wellness. And we at Paragon Chiropractic would love to help you be what you only hope to become someday. We'll get you there right now. There's no sense in, well, you know, I need to go and do all this and get to and everything else. I have to tell you, it is much easier to simply be healthy and well than trying to become healthy and well while being sick or worse. Right. We see a number of patients that come in here absolutely destroyed, and now they need to be fixed. But in that destruction, they've got metabolic syndrome, they've got a variety of other things, and it will be virtually impossible for them to help them be healthy and well if they're actively making themselves sick. All right. So remember, healthy and well is as healthy and well does.
Living begets more living. Get out there and do it.
Life makes more. All right, so we'll go ahead and leave it at that. Please let us know. We can help you. We'd love to help you. We're putting together a couple other things, maybe kits and tests and blood tests and everything else. Abby just hit the phone, so it looks like there was no earthquake.
Exactly. We're all good.
So if you think about it, hit the like and subscribe button, and we'll let you know. Yeah. We've been getting comments. I love the comments. And
send more comments. And in fact, in the comments section, let us know if you're kind of interested in some sort of maybe a podcast format. I know that we've kind of, talked about those and all that, but see if you want more of a conversational type of something. Let us know. Like, subscribe. You get that.
All right. Take her easy. We'll see you next week.